My dear family, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Father Rich Vitale. I'm Associate Pastor at Holy Angels Catholic Church in Wilton Manors. I want to say thank you to the good folks at We Are Acceptance for inviting me today to say a few words, and to Max for the idea of recording a video. Far too many times this year, I've had to stand before my community while it was in pain. Today seems like a day of terrible injustice. So many of our hopes and dreams seem to have been smashed. So much that we worked hard for seems to have been in vain. And so much that we have taken for granted appears to be in jeopardy. We're coming to the conclusion of what was one of the most divisive and hate-filled campaigns in American history. It goes against so many of our values, the things that have been said. This community, We Are Acceptance, means that indeed, that we love one another regardless of our race, of our creed, of our national origin, of our sexual orientation or gender expression, and so many other really artificial divides that we build between ourselves and our brothers and sisters. Government, in many ways, is not unlike a church. And there are two ways that one can build a church. It can be a top-down structure, where we submit to the rules passed down by a few elite, or it can be a bottom-up structure, where everyone participates, and we tell those up at the top what we want. Today can be a day for sadness, but tomorrow is a day to make our voices heard, to be loud, and to stand up for human dignity in all its forms, for all people, all generations, that all may have equal opportunity to the pursuit of life, liberty, and happiness, so long as they do not cause harm to others. My dear brothers and sisters, Jesus in his ministry faced an oppressive government, a government of sinful men who wished to subjugate the poor, the disenfranchised, those who worshipped differently than they, in the name of profit and power. But he warns us not to let that be what defines us. In saying, "Render unto Caesar what is Caesar's, and unto God what is God's," he dismisses the importance of structured government in favor of that which lives inside each and every one of us. The kingdom is within you, and is within me. If we relied solely on governmental structures for the things that we need for there to be goodness in the world, there would be no goodness. And we would not be reminded to love one another as we love ourselves, and to reach out to those who are hungry, to those who are thirsty, to those who are in need, to those in prison, and to those who are alone. That's on us, and it has always been on us. And if our government decides that it will not do that, then you and I and all people of goodwill must take on that mantle to bless each other. The Spirit of God lives within you. No government, no election can take that away. We still have a constitutional structure in place that protects us, that protects our right to enfranchisement, that protects our right to participation, protects our right to voice our concern and to lift our spirits high. Do not let this crush that spirit. Do not allow yourself to give in to the temptation of despair. We know that the devil can be like a criminal that sneaks in the night. Don't let him sneak into your soul. Don't let him rob you of that which makes you special and decent, because we need that most of all right now. It is your decency that will overcome any potential threats to our great union, to the dignity of the poor and the disenfranchised, to the dignity of those who are marginalized. You are the future. You must make it so. And you have the power to do it. We have seen this community come together in so many astonishing ways, time and time again. Our forebears can tell us that we have faced setbacks to our equality, to our decency, or to our perceived decency, rather, that we can overcome it. And we still have great men and women who are standing in the way of those who would take what we have fought so hard to build. Women like Elizabeth Warren, men like Senator Sanders, Senator Franken. These are people who will not simply lay down their microphones and their platforms and allow evil to triumph. But we must encourage them. We must encourage all our leaders. So, my dear brothers and sisters, I tell you, the temple is in you. You can build a better tomorrow, and we must. We must be vigilant and active and participate in full in every aspect of our democracy. And we will care for those who are not cared for. We will bless those who seem to be not blessed. And we will rise, as we have before, stronger and greater than ever. That, my dear brothers and sisters, is the spirit of America. That, my dear brothers and sisters, is what makes us special. Nothing else. And so, it is up to you. Be sad today, but know that tomorrow, in the tender compassion of our God, the dawn from on high shall break upon us, to shine on those who dwell in darkness and the shadow of death, and to guide our feet into the way of peace.